So some of the major benefits in terms of using Vora, the key use cases that we enable as part of Vora, one of them is how do you do SQL on Hadoop or quote unquote OLAP on this big data. And the reason we have these quotes for OLAP is it's not really like building an OLAP cube, OLAP engine on top of your Hadoop, but basically what we have provided with Vora is a SQL engine that allows you to process the data that is stored in HDFS or S3 kind of file systems. And again, most of the data that is stored in these file systems in the Hadoop kind of environments is unstructured data. We'll be talking about the different kinds of data, like for example, it could be sentiment data, it could be text data, it could be CSV files. These are unstructured data. Now, how do I do SQL on top of that? And that's what Vora is going to provide. So some of the things that we enable as part of that SQL on Hadoop solution is hierarchical data storage and contextual data supports for structural analysis. So how do I build hierarchies on this unstructured data? We show you how you can do that using the Vora modeler, which Pontus will be covering during week 2. How do you enable fast drill down interaction for root cause analysis? Again, the key point here is I have my business users who are familiar with a specific kind of navigation when they're going against a relational database or a data warehouse kind of environment. Now that I am allowing them to use Hadoop, why should they have to change the way they interact with the data? And that's where being able to do slice and dice, being able to do parent-child hierarchies, those are things that we provide as part of Vora and the hierarchy support that is provided as an extension as part of Apache Spark. We provide that familiar OLAP kind of look and feel for you to create star schema off of that unstructured data. So this allows experienced business analysts to derive useful insights from contextual data. Since we work natively on Hadoop, it goes without saying that we have to support those specific file formats. So for example, supporting HDFS and other file formats like it could be Parquet or ORC or CSV files that are stored in HDFS layer. The other advantage that Vora provides in terms of the feature is this capability of the just-in-time compilation. So this is the JIT compilation, which is using the LLVM technology to be able to translate SQL code into C programs so that you can process the data much faster. Obviously, when we talk about Hadoop and the open source environment data platforms, there is a large volume of data. So optimization in terms of performance is one of the key things. And using this LLVM and CLang allows us to provide that optimization, performance optimization when processing large volumes of data and doing things like aggregation and other kinds of projections on top of the data.